Hello and welcome you all. Students, today in this video, we are starting our next topic of chapter 5, class 12th mathematics, which is differentiability. Students, till now, we have studied what is continuous function and how to prove whether a function is continuous or not. So, in this video, we will study the introduction of differentiability. Students, the definition says that here, let us consider a function f, which is a real function, and there is a point C in its domain. So, the derivative of function f at point C is defined by f dash C is equals to limit x tends to C, f of x minus f of C upon x minus C. Provided this limit exists, here limit exists means, students, that when left hand derivative is equals to right hand derivative, then we can say that our function is differentiable at that point. So, to check whether a function is differentiable or not, first we will consider left hand derivative and we will check at x is equals to C. So, student, from here we can write this as limit x tends to C minus and then fx minus fc upon x minus C. So, from here in place of x we will put C minus h. So, here as x tends to C, h is approaches towards 0. Therefore, from here we can write this as limit h tends to 0 f, and then in place of x we will write C minus h minus fc upon, in place of x we will write C minus h minus C. So, from here on solving it we get limit h tends to 0 f of C minus h minus fc upon minus of h. So, this is our left hand derivative at x is equals to C. And now we will check for right hand derivative at x is equal to C. So, from here, student, limit x tends to C plus fx minus fc upon x minus C. So, from here we will put x is equals to C plus h. So, here as x tends to C, h is approaches towards 0. So, from here we get limit h tends to 0 f, and in place of x we will write C plus h and then minus fc upon x, which is C plus h minus C. So, from here we get limit h tends to 0 f of C plus h minus fc upon h. So, here when left hand derivative at x is equal to C is equals to right hand derivative at x is equals to C. So, from here, student, we can say that our function is differentiable at x is equals to C. And now we will study the same concept by graphical method. So, here as you can see, I have drawn a curve in which let us consider a point y whose coordinate is C comma fc. And now let us consider another point x before C. So, which is at a distance of minus h from C. Therefore, from here the coordinate of x will be C minus h comma f C minus h. So, this is our x coordinate. And now consider another point which is z at a distance of plus h from point C. So, from here, student, the coordinate of z is C plus h comma f of C plus h. So, here see, when we find the slope of chord xy, and we know that the slope of point passing through 2 points is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So, from here, student, using it we can write this as f of C minus h minus fc upon C minus h minus C. So, from here we get f of C minus h minus fc upon minus of h. And now we will find the slope of chord yz. So, here also we can write this as f of C plus h minus fc upon C plus h minus C. So, from here on solving it we get f of C plus h minus fc upon h. And now watch and listen very carefully. See here, when h tending towards 0, that is from left hand side, when h is approaching towards 0, then it will gives us the slope of tangent at point y. So, student, from here the differentiation of a function is a slope of tangent drawn at a point at which function is differentiate. That is when the slope of the chord xy, which is left hand derivative, is equals to slope of chord yz, and this is equals to right hand derivative. So, from here, student, we can say that our function is differentiable at point y. And now we will do the proof of our first theorem, which is that if a function f is differentiable at a point C, then it is also continuous at point C. So student, from here, see, since according to our theorem, our function is differentiable at x is equals to C, therefore from here we can write this as f dash C, which is equals to limit x tends to C, and then fx minus fc upon x minus C. And now in place of fx minus fc, we can also write this as fx minus fc upon x minus c into x minus c. So here, student, x does not belongs to C, because if x is equal to C, then it will become undefined. So from here, when we take limit on both sides, we get limit x tends to C, fx minus fc, and this is equals to limit x tends to C, fx minus fc upon x minus c into limit x tends to C, x minus c. So from here, student, in LHS, we get limit x tends to C fx minus limit x tends to C f of c, and this is equals to, so we know that limit x tends to C fx minus fc upon x minus c is nothing but f dash c. Therefore from here we can write f dash c into, and when we put limit x tends to C, we get c minus c, which is equals to 0. So f dash c into 0. Therefore from here, student, we get limit x tends to C fx is equals to f of c. So from here we can say that our function f is continuous at x is equal to C. Therefore from here we have concluded that every differentiable function is continuous. But student, vice versa is not true. See, in next theorem, if function is continuous, then it may not be differentiable. So to understand it, see, I have considered a function fx which is equal to mod of x, and in the previous topic we have already proved that modulus x is a continuous function. So from here we will check modulus x function for differentiability. So we know that modulus function x will gives us two values, that is minus x if x is less than 0 and plus x if x is greater than equals to 0. So from here, to check it for differentiability, let us take left hand derivative at x is equal to 0. So from here we can write limit x tends to 0 minus and then fx minus fc upon x minus c. So from here, student, in place of x we will put 0 minus h. So as x tends to 0, h is also approaches towards 0. Therefore from here we can write limit h tends to 0, f of 0 minus h minus f of 0 upon 0 minus h minus of 0. So from here, student, the value of f of 0 minus h will be equals to minus of h upon minus of h. So from here we get limit h tends to 0, h upon minus h, and this is equals to minus of 1. Therefore left hand derivative at x is equal to 0 is equals to minus of 1. And now we will check for right hand derivative at x is equals to 0. Therefore from here we can write this as limit x tends to 0 plus fx minus fc upon x minus c. So from here we will put x is equals to 0 plus h. Therefore from here, as x tends to 0, h is approaches towards 0. Therefore from here limit h tends to 0, f, and in place of x we will write 0 plus h and then minus of f of 0, because we know that the value of c is 0, upon x, which is 0 plus h minus of 0. So from here we know that f of 0 plus h will be equals to plus h and f of 0 will be equals to 0. So from here we get limit h tends to 0, h upon h, and which is equals to 1. So from here you can clearly see that left hand derivative is not equal to right hand derivative. Therefore student, our function mod x is not differentiable at x is equal to 0, but it is continuous function. So this is the end of this video. Thank you so much and have a great day ahead.